Good morning, everyone. Yes, you get to see me, the real raw morning look. This is how I look in the morning, um, not holding anything back. You can see even my eyelash is starting to come off. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix that. Okay? And I'm going to do a few little tricks today, and I'm going to talk about myself. So it's a full video. So I hope you like it, and I'm going to hopefully hold it underneath the half hour. Let's see if I can. Okay, so I always say it's extremely important to keep yourself hydrated, especially if you're an old woman, 60 years old. You can see this morning I'm definitely showing my age. So not just filtered water is not enough. I am not a believer of that. You need some sort of spring water, some sort of mineralized water. If you take all the minerals out of the water, there's nothing left. So first of all, let's start with fixing my face. Now, one of the tricks for me to have beach curls, waves, is that from this point on I try to keep it as straight as possible. First of all, I don't use any combs or brushes, especially now. This is about the third day that I don't use well, I had my hair wash, so this is about the third day. Now I don't know how long you can last. Maximum I can last is about 3 days. By that time I have to condition them or do something. Now after I twist them really nice, now as you can see, I want to get rid of these grays. Now on this side looks way better, but on this side you can see they're very brittle, they're gray. So one of the things that I do is I use a lot, not only oil for my face, so we're going to do that in a minute, but I use oil on my hair. Now I find this and this a very, very good oil. Now the biotin is vitamin B5, I believe, and the botana oil. If you can't find either one, each one is great. I'm going to use some of this botana oil right now. Actually, it's not really heavy enough. I find that the biotin is way heavy for the treatment I'm going to do. I find that the biotin is good for every day, like if you just want to give it a little touch. But if you want to do serious, yeah, the biotin is way thicker. Even if it may not look like it, it may feel like it's lighter, but it's way thicker, as in even long lasting. It really puts a coat on it. Okay, so I do this, and then again I twist, and you do the same. I do the same thing for the other side, and we need to do 2 for the top. Now we want to do the top because we are going to lighten my hair today too. So that's why I say we're going to do our makeup, we're going to do our hair, and then we're going to hop in the shower. Now, what I do after I do this and twisted them really, really well, I do this with a clip. Yes, I look really good, like a little old lady now. Take this, any clip, and just want to grab both sides of your spindle there, so now you can look like an alfalfa pineapple. That's it, an pineapple. Okay, so first of all we need some of this, and now we can't spray the eyes because if we do, then the glue, it won't stick, and it'll do this again. And that's one problem that I keep forgetting, is if you spray your eyes with the water, then the glue and the water and the mega moisturizer, the glue is not going to want to stick. Now, one of the important things, now I did a video that I only did half a face last time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do another video. Since this time, I don't want to bore you to death, I'm going to be doing my hair while we're waiting. Now, one of the very important things that I find and that's why I had to create my own skincare. Now, if you know my story, you know that in my history, from the time I can remember, because my mother used to, like I said, I had alopecia, I had eczema. So my mother tried to do the best she could. You know, this was in, you know, I was born in 66. So, you know, that was a long time ago. And, you know, she was trying to do the best she could. Even if she did try to teach herself nutrition later on, you know, she realized that, you know, that was very important. And my diet was not, it was your typical Italian diet. So, you know, a lot of tomatoes, you know, all the things we love, eggplants, green, you know, peppers, all the nightshades. That, you know, for a child that had, you know, arthritis, that was not a very good thing. And, you know, at that time, again, nobody was telling you these things. You couldn't find this information anywhere then. You know, that's usually what happened when you burn books. Nevertheless, so later on in life, when I did find out, because I was suffering still in my teens, right? And then I was suffering a lot there. That's when alopecia kicked in. I mean, I was falling apart in my teens. I'm pretty sure if I didn't intervene with that, I would not be here. Like I said, I was born at 4 pounds. I should never been here. So from the moment I go, God has given me reasons why to be here. And obviously I have to fulfill and that need. That's why I am starting trying to look for funding for the burn division. And that's a whole different discussion. Nevertheless, one of the major things that people forget when they buy skincare is that you do not want to burn. And essential oils, fragrance oils, all have, so that's why you know, even when you're in your candle making and even in lotions, you know, you have only a percentage of that fragrance oil allowed, because they already know that it can irritate the skin. So the irritation of the skin when you use something, that is the maximum the skin can handle. It's already like screaming for help. So you want something that does not in any way, shape, or form, you know, irritate you. Now, if you don't know me, because again, I have many allergies, I always am allergic to the common eyeshadow and eyeliner. Not as on the skin itself, but when it comes off, flakes, and it gets into my eye. So that reaction is from my eye, and then my eye becomes red and swollen. So I had it tattooed, and if you can see, I can move this roller all day long here, and it will now remove. Oh shoot, I gotta glue that again. Okay, well, by tomorrow these eyelashes will be destroyed. Now, you say, I don't know if you can afford them, but I can't afford eyelashes every single day. So I can't take my eyelashes off at night and then expect to be using them the next day. Once you take them off, you take them off. And I have a very special makeup remover. I'm not taking them off today, so I don't have it here. But this is my beautiful studio. Actually, this is my sunshine, what I call my sunshine room. And we'll talk about lamps that I have here. I can't remember if I made a video about them, but I'm pretty sure that I am so really, you know, amazed by it. Now, if you watch my other video, my feet were really bad. I had the really bad bags. I had this really swollen. And as you can see all right as we talk, and you were to stare at me, okay, you can see that this, are fading away. And you can see the mirror net is starting to fade away. Now, you're going to have millimeter differences, okay? But those millimeter differences, because you see now this makes my entire cheek, as you can see, my entire cheek, now I can have a little bit almost of indentation where my actual cheekbone exists. And now I'm going to see like this is totally unacceptable. If you want to look young and you got all of this here like I do right now, I look like a chipmunk. So this is what this comes in. Now you say, why in a roll-on? Now, two things why in a roll-on. First, you're getting a massage. You're getting your face massage, as you can see I'm doing in the rotation. What does that mean? I'm stimulating my muscles, right, to function properly, just like when you exercise and you go to the gym. I am stimulating my muscles to become stronger and to hold on to my face, the outside skin, better. And at the same time, I am giving them the ingredients that is required to firm. Now, as you can see this too, even under my neck, okay? And when you see this, look, you can see one side. Now, I'm going to take the light. Excuse me for a second. Now, I want some serious light that you can see on both sides, because I have it only shining on one side and I got shadow on the other. Okay, that's way better. Alright. Now, you see this, and this, and this. Now, we have this here, and we have it here. Now, I'm trying to not to talk, but, okay, now I'm bringing my neck down. See it? It's right here. Okay, we don't want this. This is what I call, well, I didn't really call turkey neck, but I call it turkey neck because, let me get to that story. So, for the time that I was doing the market, and if you see my story on Ruiz Evers Gargon Pantone Cosmetic Company video, and I don't know how to link it because I'm too old, and so, nevertheless, the story starts that I'm basically, in my sales, I go to what I call ground zero. And ground zero is the markets. I love the markets. I love the market so much that I was doing day markets, night markets, weekend markets, special shows. I was getting invited all over the place. I even ended up on Elevate magazine. I ended up on health and beauty television when I was in Ontario. I was at the peak. I was doing mega shows. I was invited to shows where, you know, I would have a plastic surgeon, you know, next to me, while I would have, you know, the Vaseline intensive care on the other side. You know, it wouldn't be like a farmer's market, and I've done those, like, oh, those were my bread and butter. The reason why I stopped doing the mega shows, they were so, oh my God, so exhausting, because even after I hired help, because my booth was just being raped and pillaged I had hired 4 girls, but none of them could close the sale. They could all start the sale, so I had to actually close every single sale. On top of it, I had to manufacture all the product. I had to order all the material, and I was having at least one a month, and I would be selling in that 1 3 day, but it would cost me so much in investment in just even the rental of the space. I mean, I'm talking 20 years ago. Just to give you an idea, you're looking at $23 to $3,000 for the spot. You're not looking at $20 or $50 for the spot. You know, or $1,000 for the year. You're looking at, even when I was doing the 400, again, these are prices that were 20 years ago. They were, like $600 for a booth for the month. Not for 3 days. You got 3,000 plus, then you got nothing. They just give you a piece of concrete. They rent you everything down to the chair. So you're looking at, $100 for the chair, unless you bring in everything yourself. And at the time, I only had a Honda Civic, so I couldn't carry much. So this is why one of the reasons I stopped doing the big shows, and I went back down. Like, I had a baby too at the time. I remember one time I even ran out of product in the middle of it, and I lived 2.5 hours one way. Ontario, the spaces are very large, big distances. Nevertheless, I had to go and get, not only bottle it, label it, and pick it up. I had tears running my eyes from the lack of sleep and how tired I was. So yeah, that was quite a job. Now, if I had like a real, staff like I ended up having in BC, then I could have handled it better. But we already were having breakout sales in BC that I didn't need to do that. Then, of course, if you listen to the rest of the story in the thing. Now, what I'm getting to the point here is, as you can see, I've done half the face, and I'm not going to touch it until later on. Now, like I said, this has been some people know it as Scargon, some people know it that my company is still Image of Eternity. I still own trademarks. The manufacturing company is Ever Scargon Cosmetic Company. I have, so we'll get to that while my story will continue. Now, what I'm getting at right now is the tip number 2. So, if you have sulfur bags like I do, very good example, this does help by itself, but we want to have the spray. Now, I don't want to have the spray until we glue this eyelash, because it's really upsetting me. Now, I don't sponsor products. My products, what I show you, are not sponsored products. Or I sell them because I love them so much and I buy them by the case, so I want to share with everybody, because sometimes you just can't find them. Or is that I manufacture them. That's the only 2 ways you are going to see products from me. But I gotta love them, and the product I have to love. Okay? So you can see it very clearly. So what I'm gonna do now, this is the glue that I'm talking about. Now, what I find out with a lot of glues for eyelashes, not all glues are the same, and not all eyelashes are the same. So what I try to look for is, if you watch my eyelashes video, I'm just going to give you a small brief, is I try to look for eyelashes that are very soft. Of course, they have to be economical. And then I look for a glue that is not going to rip my true eyelashes off. Because there are days that are going to be that I'm going to be close to people, that the fake eyelashes are not really appropriate, or it's going to be like a daylight event. And fake eyelashes, I hate to say it, and I can see myself, in really dark eyes are not really flattering, because they're not made. Just because they're accepted, because everybody's doing it, doesn't matter. It's not flattering. And if you're going to spend thousands of dollars on your makeup per year, you wanted to make sure that the makeup is flattering, and at the same time it doesn't destroy what you have. Now, you say, well, why do you wear fake eyelashes? Well, I wear fake eyelashes for two reasons. One is I love the corner look and the long eyelashes at the top. And the maintenance to achieve that is much more cheaper, if I did the math. And even with the best mascara, and I love this. This is a 24-hour mascara. I did the video on it. I wear it on those days that are not appropriate for me to wear dark eyelashes. Now, I'm indoors 99% of the time. So for that reason, the fake eyelashes and I have a dark house. That's why these AU and BU lights are extremely amazing, so that you can get your rays. Now, as you can see, it went back down. I'm checking the top. I've lost some of the corner compared to this side, but it doesn't matter, because in real life your eyelashes are never perfect, and you don't want your eyelashes to be totally perfect. That's usually how you see the thing. Now, what I love about this is, as you can see, it actually dissolves by itself, and it doesn't pull, it doesn't rip, it doesn't irritate the eyes while doing it. Now, I think I've done a video on those eyelashes extensions. Yes, they're great if you're, again, going on in the office and you need something to be fast done, and you don't have to look at it for another 2 weeks or to a month or something, because your eyelashes do grow too, and you want them to keep them growing. Now, one of the things that, like I said, that I like about this is that it allows not only to not be damaged, but even your skin is not irritated, even down to the corner. And for someone that has and still has many allergies, and that couldn't even use regular makeup, you got that right. Now, that's why I'm excited about that they finally. Now, this is Indian, that this has been for thousands of years. So this is why I love that. And I'm going to just do one eye so you can actually see the difference. Now, I did the Mega Moisturizer. Oh, how do I get to the turkey neck? Yes, the turkey neck name. The turkey neck name is that when I was doing markets, and I was talking about wrinkles and everything else, everybody responded. Well, not everybody, but a good 30% responded to me and say, well, you know what, if you can get rid of my turkey neck. And I swear to God, it was the same thing, turkey neck. It wasn't like my saggy neck or it was my turkey neck. Everybody said, use that expression. If you can get rid of my turkey neck, I will buy it. So I said, sure, I'll get rid of your turkey neck. can get rid of your these, and it can get rid of these, and then get rid of these bags. Well, and of course this extra thing. Now on the internet, the new fad is to tape it. I'm going to show you a little hack with this glue, how to do that. But what I'm showing you now, I'm just going to show you how it actually lifts by itself with just the application of this. And we want to make sure we get right to the corner like that, and go all the way to this corner. It looks like an eraser, but it's, you know, it's penetrating. Now I have seen too on the internet this little prickly thing that you put all over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some testing, and I'm going to get back to you on it. I'm going to use my own product, because you can use your own product. So that's the glue, and as you can see, it's looking much better, my face and my eyes. So I'm going to show you how you apply. Now this is very tricky. You don't use a brush, you don't use anything. You actually have to use one of these little plastic rubbers. Now what it does, and it's made of natural ingredients, it's made of charcoal and all that other Indian ingredients, that it basically you can pick it up on Amazon. Like I said, I'm not sponsored, but I've been using it for years. Look, you can see it's almost all gone. I have like 3 containers because I didn't want to, after I used it, but I noticed it got rid of my pink eye. So I had this really red for months and months on this corner. It didn't want to leave me. I tried everything, and as soon as I used this, bang, it was gone. And I was, oh my god, this is great. Now for this step, since I can't see very well, and I always recommend every old lady like me to get themselves a large magnifying mirror, because that's when you're going to see the difference, and that's when you want to put how you want to put your makeup with, because your regular eyes are not going to help you. I'm going to have it all over my face. So now remember, this is so dark, so you want to use, like, you don't want to slap it around like the rest of that stuff. Now, and you want to go underneath your eyelid on top first. It does make a difference, and you'll see. So okay, that is the underneath. You want to get rid of that white line. Now, believe it or not, because like I said, I was allergic to every single eyeliner. Not only I'm not allergic to this, not only it does your eyes really nice and dark on the inside, but I find it comfortable. I find it that for some reason there's a beautiful scent that goes right through the sinuses with it. Again, and okay, can you see it? And that's why you usually see me with my hands always finger sometimes black, if I don't forget to make sure I take the wipe to it. But you see how much better and I really didn't do anything but add this. So when I'm in a hurry, like I said, and you can see now how this side, this line from there to there is starting to disappear. Okay, now I usually put I'm gonna do that at the end once that is all absorbed and we'll stop playing with the Mega Moisturizer. Okay, so this is it, and of course it's very easy to wipe, and that's it. I'm gonna save this though for my other eye for later on after we finish our game here. Now again, I'm going to apply another application. Now you say, why do you apply so many applications? Well, you know, this is my philosophy from observing thousands and thousands of treatment that I did literally in person. And if you're one of the farmers market clients, you know what I'm talking about. Is that, you know, you got right, I got you right to try it right off the bat and to see the results yourself in person. And it usually took me about 45 minutes to for someone to really see with their own eyes. That's why the magnifying mirrors are very important, because you want to see as far as you can. You want to even see the pores. This is actually a very cheap, half useless, because the ones I really like are 10 plus. You want to have a 10 plus magnifying mirror that you can use. Now do the ear. This is seem to be something that likes to sag, and behind the ear, all in the back of your where your hair are, because again, you don't want the front to be firm, as you can see now. Now this is where, if you're really paying attention, you will see my outline on my face. And you can see from here, then we got this big lump, a little bit of indent, then it goes out, then we got this other big lump, then we go back into it, right? And up. And even a little bit of the forehead does look like this. A little bit swollen there if I didn't know any better. Now look at the same opposite side. Same outline. We're going to start down here. Now we have almost like an indentation, then a big round lump, and another big round lump. We're starting to have a bit of a straight line here. Okay. Here we have kind of a line starting to look straight, and here we have this going all the way down, and we still got this big lump here going down and into there. And then it stops. Here we just got this big lump down here. Maybe it didn't apply enough. And we're going to do that. And now, let's follow. See this line? Follow this line on the opposite side. And you can see it's non-existent. Okay, it doesn't exist there. But it's there. And it was there. Now, let's follow this line. Well, it's only half a short. We don't have this back side here. We got this side here, but we don't have this back here. Okay, so this side here, like I was mentioning, you the back of your neck and underneath your ear, that has a lot of effect on the thickness of your neck. Okay, we're now finished. Now, as you can see, we got here, we got this, right? And we got this, but it's not out as much. Starting to come back in. We wanted more back in, so we're going to do it again, do a couple more times to give what it needs. Okay, now see what we got here? I have to move my head. It's not there. See this? It's not there. This is only this much here. This is only this much here. So the same reflects all the way around. The same reflects all the way around. So you can see that this is not here. The same as this. This is now. This. It's not here. Now you see this? We have a little bit left here, but we still got lots there. Of course, the eye, this and that. Now this line is very prominent, that almost wants to fold over. We got the crow's feet, definitely, and we got no crow's feet there. And of course, same with the forehead. Let's move this fluff. Maybe it's the fluff, right? Maybe it's this stupid fluff. Nope. Even here and here, there's a slight difference. Okay. See? Okay. Now you say, Eve, you're born beautiful. Maybe when I was in my 20s that I like to get to my skin in that same situation of being saturated with moisture to be able to work and do its work. And this is all I'm doing. I'm giving it what it requires to do its work. Now what really freaks me out is the lips. And get to the lip. Now, see how much more moist, plumber, compared to having this straight line here. Just straight. Dehydrated. Looks like a dried up tomato. Having this plum, moist, dried up tomato. Okay, we say, well, it's never going to absorb, you're going to look oily all the time. No. What I'm trying to do right now is this. I'm trying to reach my saturation point. And if you all been in my market with me, you all know that's why I sell this stuff by the liter with my regular clients. Some days you may need more than you may need other days. Your skin nutrition requirement, your skin moisture requirement, depends on the amount of external environmental, internal environmental causes. It could be water, it could be diet, it could be environment, smog, sun, wind, salted wind, especially if you're in BC. It could be a lot of things. And yes, that's freaked me out. That's a whole story of itself. And we'll get into that in different, and of course in even different parts of Canada, there is different types of moisture in the air, right? Like from a desert to a rainforest, there's completely different types of moisture ranges. And my clients, I actually make it just like when you bake a cake, and you know if your altitude or lower out, you have to tap with the ingredients to make sure that the cake does form. Well, this is the same with Mega Moisturizer. I had so many different varieties for the country that I got to a point that I made the perfect moisture for no matter what environment you're in. Okay, that's where the 20 years experience and, well, the first 10 years of experiment came in, and then of course the other 10 years were the client feedback, but most of it initially were all my donation feedbacks. Okay, so let's not, now it's been almost 40 minutes, let's not delay to get to my act of this video. Okay, now we had about 40 minutes of that oil to absorb. Oh yes, it feels, I love the smell too. The smell is amazing. Much better than the other oil for the smell. The other oil for just smells like, but the other one has its purpose. That's why you need more than one oil sometimes. Okay, so we're going to do this hack. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of red in my hair. And since I have a lot of red in my hair, and I still have a lot of grays in my hair that I want to turn into platinum and not have gray, because, I mean, this is the blonde platinum that I like. And we all know the gray, what it looks like, it's not sexy, okay? And it's all inside too. So, now, of course, what we're going to do, it's not recommended in the label, and it's not recommended. What really is driving me crazy is just always these grays that are growing and growing and growing. Nevertheless, so it's at your own risk that you are going to do this. So you're gonna need some sort of glass container, some sort of plastic thing, because all bleaches or hair dyes all react. Now, I found this product and I really like it. Now, you say, well, what is it for? First of all, you want to mix anything like this when it comes to color. As you can see the difference already in my face when it comes to color. And one of the things is they recommend to put few drops in a conditioner, right? So that you have created a very cheap form and environmentally friendly, just like my Mega Moisturizers refillable roll-on with the big bottle that comes in a kit. So you're refilling it at 8 times. But with this, it's basically a lot more than 8 times. But in my situation, it might be only 4 times. As you can see, I already used 1/5 before I'm doing this trick, because I wanted to make sure it worked out well and didn't fry your hair. But of course, I want to do more because I'm obsessed. And of course, it's the 3rd day I'm going to be washing my hair. Might as well do something with it, right? Now, since you know you gotta constantly dye your hair on a regular basis, and as your hair are old, not only you need the oils, but you need something. If you can't find any conditioner, I happen to end up, that's why this hack happened. I had some repair mask, and assie or anyway, from Australia, the kangaroo with aloe vera, and it's a repairing mask. So you leave it in and then you wash it away. I thought, hey, let's try this. So we want to be extremely generous. Not a half a tube, but pretty good. Now, the same, we want to be pretty generous with this. Now, the reason why is because I don't want to mess around, and I don't want to, wait and do like 10, 20, 30 shampoos before I get to my desired color, because I'm old. And time is even more precious right now than ever. So as you can see, I'm putting more than a few drops. I'm making it as purple will be. Oh yeah, this is starting to look like just purple mush blob. Okay, you want to make sure that you do mix it effectively and efficient, because if you don't, then you're not going to get it desired. Now you say, well, you're going to put that directly on your hair. No, I'm actually going to put this after I am going to put more of that mask on my hair. And the reason why is because we definitely want to protect our hair. Now, see, now it's not too bad, right? Starting to look like a nice purple conditioner, but that's just a normal color of a purple conditioner. So we definitely want to use more. So again, we're going to use more. We're going to make sure that this batch is purple, as purple that's coming out of this bottle. The only reason why we're cutting it is because, like I mentioned in my other videos, is that all these products have some sort of hydrogen peroxide, some sort of bleaching agent, that what it does is it really forces your hair to spread its follicles apart. So yeah, the color can penetrate, but it's going to leave your hair still looking like that after you got color. So then your hair is going to look like a frizz ball for the rest of the month until you're able to get enough conditioner. So this is a way of preventing that. As you can see, this is even more darker, but I'm not really happy and satisfied, because yeah, this is the color that I'm getting here. I'm not satisfied with that. I'm not putting all of this effort to get like a double the dose of a regular shampoo. So what I'm going to do is, and how much did I use? Half a bottle so far. Yeah, because this time I used twice as much as conditioner. I really wanted to do all of my hair. Before I just did the highlights so that you can see my highlights at the front like I've always do. And okay. Now when I did the experiment, I just had I didn't even mix this together. I actually did it straight onto my hair, and I still had beautiful results. So you say, well, I don't have time for that. If you want, this is basically what I did. I'm going to show you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half. No, I'm going to do one. So I get the rest of this. I'm going to do the top here. Definitely that's driving me crazy. And each one that I want to make sure that it soaks right in there. See that I'm like combing it in there so that every strand. Now this time I'm going to really work on the back, because you know when we do our own hair at home we keep forgetting the back. See how much darker my back is? It's, you know, it's in the back. So as you can see, I'm being very, very generous, and then in this case that's what you want. So wherever you can find this, you just be prepared to use at least one for the operation, and you want at least another one after to do the repair. Repair, okay, exactly. So again, we want the inside of these always so dry. Yes, right on top of any oil. Don't worry, enough if you are actually, with this treatment, what I find is, you are pushing now the oil when they do open, because they're forced open. That's why you want to make sure you do the ends. Don't forget your ends, because everything then runs down to the ends and your ends gets burned. I haven't cut my ends in years. So if you can make sure that you protect your ends and you put extra conditioner onto the ends, because you want all the product to run off your ends, because your ends are always going to be brighter than all of them. Now you can see, so I want to show you how darker my back is. So you can see how much darker it is. So because of that, when it's in the wind, everybody can see it. So I'm going to put some more color. Yes. Like I said, this is like going to the salon for treatment. So if you're going to spend at a salon, I don't know, the prices now, the last time I heard was over $400 just to do your hair color. We can afford to spend on 3 bottles of product to do the job. Now you say, well, you know, it's not as relaxing because I have to do it, and might not be as professional because they have better products. You know, you're all right on that, but get better at this. You get those products, you'll be able to find it. This is why I'm here for you, because I'm experimenting all on these products. Now, like I said, I don't get sponsorship because I don't care. So, and I don't have time. I want to just report a good product to you that I found that I'm excited about and I want to share. As all my clients know for the last 20 years, 25 years, you know, that actually almost going on 30 now. I keep forgetting. That what I'm doing is something that, you know, a public service. Like, you know, you're so happy to share something with the rest of the population and say, hey, yeah, this is a great product compared to these other products that I've been purchasing. I don't want you to lose, you know, lose your money. I don't want you to not lose your money, but waste your money. I mean, if you can afford it, who cares? But, you know, if the product doesn't work well, and you keep on buying it, and then it destroys your hair or destroys your skin, and I don't think that that is really a good investment for anyone. So, because I've been in this business, not even business, but I've been in this search myself because of my own product, my own problems, like I mentioned, my own allergy and my own thing. So I have to do my own research, you know, and as soon as I see something doesn't work for me, I believe I'm like the canary in a coal mine, you know. Yeah, it probably works and it's great for you for now, but sooner or later, you will be in my same shoes. Now, you might get some on your skin or whatever, like I'm getting some now. No big deal. It doesn't stain because now you got the conditioner in the way, so it doesn't really stain your skin. Now, see, I did that side, and I want to make sure it's all nice and covered. I'm going to make sure I do the inside of that hair of mine in the back. Do the bottom. Put a nice coat like that. And I like this one, the way, the color that it is. So I'm not going to really do anything to that one. I'm going to just do it underneath to get rid of the grays. So yeah, so that's basically why I do these videos. I mean, I find it fun. I hope you find it fun watching. I find it fun sharing these tips with you. I mean, I wasn't born with this education. I didn't know how to dye my hair. I didn't know which product would be the best. I didn't even know that purple shampoo even existed to make you blonder and get rid of red. I initially burned my hair to a crisp, and all I was still was yellow blonde, because I thought that that's how you got rid of your red. You just kept on bleaching the hell out of it, and obviously that did not work very well. Mind you, I learned fast enough because I realized, no, this is not working. So I got myself educated and more to a point that now I, you know, especially my hair that are like extra sensitive to absolutely even the moisture in the air. So yeah, and that's another thing. I live in a very moist area, and you know, here in BC. So for me to have beach hair or beach curls without having an afro just popping up as soon as I go outside, it's a miracle on its own. So yeah, so this is why, it's because of the treatments and the products that I use and that I found. And yes, I have used, if you know, I remember too as a teenager, right? Because like I said, I had alopecia, and as you can see, this is all my hair. This is not fake. So the funny thing was that I still remember going in those aisles from wall to wall of conditioners and shampoos. I remember staring at them, and I didn't know which one to grab, which one to use. So I remember for a whole year, I just started from one side and worked all the way down. It took me more than a year, actually, now that I think about it. But it was as soon as, you know, and I bought the smallest bottles because I needed to try. And I remember it was at least over a year before I actually found a conditioner and a shampoo that did not make me, and you can see my pores too are looking Yes, you're going to get the odd stuff that's going to come down. Now, I always recommend that you carry Q-tips with you in your purse. If you don't have any Q-tips, is that you carry at least some sort of paper, toilet paper or napkins or something very soft. And then you just do this. That's it. My nose is itchy and I don't know why. Okay, so I'm going to do some more of this to get rid of any itchiness, any redness. You definitely don't want that. Now, the inside of the lip is very important and the outside of the lip. Now, I'm going to do one last thing. And as you can see, I'm going to spray the eye. Even now, like I said, I don't need... Now, if you were to have to put your makeup on, you want to do, you know, the makeup out probably an hour after you do all the spraying. I'm just going to make sure I got all of this used up. See, there's not much. Now, I'm going to wait about half hour, 45 minutes. And then I'm going to wash my hair. And then hopefully, tomorrow once it's dry, because it takes a very long time, I'll show you how it looks. And then of course, hopefully, I'll be blonder. See? Smile. See? Quite a transformation. So yeah, I better do the other side. It's already been an hour, so I don't want to keep you for another hour. But this is the results that I guarantee, and I have been guaranteeing for the last 25 years. Oh, I have 4 minutes for my hour. And now I put them in the candles. My sensual candle. This is a face candle. This is the body lotion candle. Look at the cute little heart, and it comes out. And of course, there's two different candles. Each set comes only with one candle. It's a small, tiny candle. And of course, it's the beautiful, luxurious candle, double the lit. And everybody seems to love this one from the thing that I've done on survey. So far, we have 11 people that voted on this picture, and we have 115 that voted on this one. So obviously, this one is hitting the record. So those are coming soon. I only have one set of each. I only have one set of each. Only have one set made, but I have one set coming for the thing. But yet I have one set made, and they're listed. They're listed on my Shopify. Okay, and as you can see, they're $2.99. And if you come in on my email at evascargon@gmail.com, very easy to remember, you will get a 50% coupon. But you have to email me, okay? Because I can't do it off of this. Okay, so you will have to email to get the 50% off, or they're $2.99 for each mini set. And you say, but why so much? Well, because these candles are a work of art. They're actually crafted from ceramic, and they are actually trademarked because they're actually called art lovers. And then you, once this is all gone, you can put in a pillar candle, or you can put a tea candle on these. And so does this one here. You can have a petal candle or a tea candle. And the same for this one right here. You can put a pillar candle and a tea candle, or a large candle. And yeah, they'll last you for a lifetime until you break them. They're beautiful. They're chrome ceramic, and they are definitely a work of art. So that's why that is the expense as it is. It is a mini test run for the product itself, see if you like it, see if the fragrance and everything on it. And then I will have 2 available larger size, because they will be a request, so I'm already getting prepared for that. And in the larger size, believe it or not, will have the same price tag, but because the container is not as expensive, and so you will have more product, more value of the product, and you will have you will still have a usable container. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You will still have a valuable container, but you're getting definitely more product for your value. But that's after you love the product and you want to enjoy more of the product. This is so that if you don't like the product, you still have a beautiful piece of artwork left in your home. And if you love candles, you're definitely going to know how to love these candle holders. There's nothing like it on the market. It's one of a kind. Okay, so well, what I mean by one of a kind is in the main candle making industry, I'm the only one that has this set available. So, and definitely this type of candle, and of course, because you know it's warm, you can use it for this body one, even that it is scented. It gets rid of the sexual scent, and I don't care who you are going to smell in the middle of it. Okay, and this neutralizes it, but at the same time makes you smell delicious at the same time. It's a non-irritating scent. It's going to be a non-irritating color, because this one is right now is natural color, because I didn't want to aesthetically ruin it. And but I did the testing with the colors and everything else. So, but the most important is you can be used as a sexual lubricant. And if you're an old woman, I don't care, you are going to need lubrication, and cold lubrication is such a turn off, even for a woman. I don't know for a man, but for a woman it's the most turn off thing that you want. So not only you're getting her in the mood by giving her a sensual massage, and you know, some men just think, oh, I'm gonna have to now work for the next hour. No, just by the fact that you're promoting being romantic and promoting a sensual massage, that alone is just right out gonna click in her head and put her in the mood. It's the magic word that all men are missing, and a woman has to, you know, this is basically your hint. And if she has one of these, right? So you want to give her that massage, do the back of the neck. I'm going to include, and that's eventually too, like right now I only have the one pamphlet made. Look how cute this pamphlet is. Sexy. And the best part about it, look at it, is I would have like this has, you can see, if you see my other video, it does have massage tools. Now I'm going to have a map on the sensual points on the woman and on the man to trigger sexual pleasure instantly. And with the massage right there, and then you have this, as this is melting, it will run. Can I test it? It will run down here. Now, I don't know, I'll let you think of what that may remind you of. And a little heart here at the bottom here, of course. And as soon as this nice and warm, and now you say, well, why does an old woman need lubrication? First of all, we don't produce enough lubrication. We're old. And it definitely doesn't last for a very long time. And older men, I hate to say it, take longer time as they get older. So you need more lubrication, but more lubrication is going to make you then last them longer, and is going to make it worse. You see where I'm going? So the trick is to have a lubrication that is not only warm, so it doesn't shock the system between the application and going to have to start all over again. But the importance is that you want a lubrication that lasts long enough, and as it lasts, it becomes more sensual. It becomes almost like sticky. So it actually kind of grips slightly, but not enough to irritate you. So it just gives you enough friction, if you want to say, to stimulate you, but at the same time give you the same sensation of the natural lubrication, because it is slightly stickier and thicker, so it doesn't become too thin too quick, and then at the same time makes it enjoyable for the woman, so she's more prominent to do it again, even if she doesn't have or come to an orgasm. So, and then by doing the massage the next time, it's almost like catching back up on the last things that you did together. So is as women, we have difficulty having orgasm because we're always in our head. So if we have something, even this is why the face massage comes into place, is because we need to, first thing that we need to do is we need to relax our thoughts in our mind and get us in the mood. And that's where the aromatherapy first bang. As soon as she walks in or he walks in, he's going to smell it, it's going to hit the brain. And yes, I use very, very expensive oils, and I do use my own blend, because in this blend I love so much that I think about it, I search for it. I'm now going to do 50 different brands to please 50 different people. This is an aphrodisiac scent that is luxurious and at the same time is very stimulating and very pleasant, and that you actually search for. It doesn't irritate, and then when you smell it, it doesn't go in the back and give you that harsh chemical smell. Okay, so that's important. So, of course, this is the other second thing that's important, is that you have to get her in the mood with the face massage, right? Temples, the back of the neck, the neck itself, some of the cheek. Now, men, please, this is not you're making dough, okay? You're not going to trying to make dough here. You want a very light touch to the face. Okay, this is very important. All you men, forget about that. Like, okay, like by the time she's finished, her face is like off her skin is off her face. Okay, so this is why you want a light massage. You want to just your baby fingers, your last two fingers, and you want to, have a little bit of rotation. You don't want to press hard. Okay, that's very important. And this lotion is of course made with the Mega Moisturizer, so that when you are being applied to, you are going to have these results right here. You might have started with this because of the day, stress, the environment, the inflammation, the whatever caused this. You can come back to yourself. So while you're getting this massage onto your face, the next thing is to really relax you and get you in the mood, is to get this, right? Now this is unscented, and the reason why it's unscented, like I tried earlier, and why Mega Moisturizer is unscented is for any skin irritation. We definitely don't want any scent to irritate it more. And all scents, for my 25 years experience, give you dry, wrinkled skin. I haven't found one. So if you can find one, you want to give me tips, please leave comments below. I haven't found one. Okay? So that's why this one is unscented. It's so good that it's edible. This one has the same exact ingredients. The only difference will have color in some, and they will have the scent. And the scent and the color are not edible, but are not irritating internally. That's all. I'm going to leave it at that. And this one being edible, I'm going to leave it at that. So, oh yes, and it pours just like this on the little canal, and it comes and it pours out. So when you lid it, now this is very important. If you're in a bath and you pour some in a bath, like you see in my, be careful. This is at your own risk. This will be very, very slippery. You are going to be slippery. Everything is going to be slippery. Now, the box comes with a little tarp, plastic tarp, that you can put these candles on, because one of the first things that's going to happen, once you lit them, they're very soft. As you can see, they're soft. Look how soft they are, okay? Because they're lotion candles, and you want something extremely soft. If I wanted to dehydrate my face, and I tried the regular soy coconut wax, yeah, take 10 years off your, take at least 10 years off your face, guaranteed. It took me 2 weeks, if not 3, to repair my face after that experiment. So, like I said, I test on Eve. Animals can't tell you that, oh yeah, my wrinkle here is worse today than it's over there, okay? So, the reason why, this is why it's so soft. This is not because it melted. This is because of room temperature, it is soft. Now, I put it in the freezer before I ship them out. I actually freeze them. And hopefully by the time you get there, you'll still, that's why you see the wick on the side there of my little branded ribbon, so that it's easy to find. Okay, now that's why within 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, as soon as you lit it, it's going to basically melt and run down the canal, and it's going to start dripping all by itself, because that's how that's why it took me so long to find the perfect vessel. And that's why this set costs so much, because it's all in the vessels, including this vessel. So when you do buy the bigger kits, if, like I said, you're getting more of the product, but you're not getting the vessel. All the art is in this set. So, but I don't know how many sets I'm going to have available, because this is an artist set. So I'm not going to know for how long. So that's why even my other set, this is just an introductory mini sample set, because in true essence, there isn't enough material. You'll probably be able to do 2 full body massages and 2 full face massages, to try it twice. And the same is going to be for the candle. As you can see, the candle is much more harder, and you can see it from this one here too. It has a little bit of slight color. It is a beautiful, sensual, oh my god, the scent. I can't oversay, because I was playing with scents. I didn't even know how much I was going to love the scents. Because since I haven't done anything with scents, because every time I try anything on a scent with my product, okay, so, but the aroma scent candles, the bold body lotion. Now you say, well, what about the bold body? Is it not going to wrinkle? The body skin, all to my research for 25 years, is not as sensitive as the rest of, actually, it's much more hardy. very, very hardy. Um, it has a better elasticity. I believe it's because too, us as women, we go through the stretch marks for when we're pregnant and so forth. So our body skin as is more durable compared to our face skin. Um, and of course, it's gonna make the rest of the skin very soft. It's the wrinkles. You're only worried about wrinkles on your face. You don't get wrinkles on the body. So that's why this is for your neck, to your face, and this is from your body down. Because your breasts don't get any wrinkles. They don't suffer. You don't suffer from wrinkles. You may suffer from pimples on your butt. You may suffer from dry areas on your breast. But really, maybe around the nipples, but you really the rough dry spots are around the feet, the legs, the buttocks, the thighs, those areas that get a lot of friction with your clothes and pants and whatever. So yeah, those parts get dry. The rest of the body does not, but the back, where you're not able to access it, needs extra care and extra moisture. Your arms that are exposed to the outside, extra moisture, extra needs. So yeah, and your definitely legs and feet. So, and let's not forget the butt, and let's not forget what we just mentioned earlier. So this is why I created this, because I myself use this. I need this myself. So then, just like I assumed that everybody had, before I put this on the market, I did. I assumed that everybody, like on Homestead, made their own skincare. When they couldn't find it, it's like, all of a sudden, when I couldn't find what I needed in the store, I said, okay, I guess I'm going to have to make it. I didn't realize how many people were in the same boat as me and needed it. So that's why I ended up putting it on the market. But the same is with this candles set. I need it for myself, and then I realized, holy cow, I'm not the only old, because I start talking to my clients about it. Like, oh, look, I'm putting back this one back on the market because I used to do it all the time because I needed it all the time. I have products for my teeth. I have products because, even down to the toothpaste, So when I start mentioning it to my girlfriends, they're all saying, oh my God, you do? Oh, I need that. Oh, I'm so dry. And I mean, I've been advising for years for this because it is kind of a quick fix, but it's cold and it doesn't last long. It dries right into the skin. So it dries. Okay, so that's not going to be practical. So that's why I had to create it. And since now I realize, well, I'm just as old as my other clients are old as me, so there's going to be a lot of other people out there too that are not my clients and need it. And this is why I made this video. So now we're at 1 hour and 20 minutes basically. I hope I didn't bore you. I just wanted to show you for the last time. Okay, so goodbye.